Howdy, 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 YouTubers. Here we are with your boy Meb in Siem Reap, Cambodia. So, I had a few beers, and 4 beers exactly, after I'd had a stroke, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's a little struggle. But, I've been getting my hands back, but it's still not 100%. But my talking is really, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's pretty rough. I feel like I'm all here, but anyway, I had 4 beers and was feeling kind of sad because I couldn't talk well. So I decided that I was going to practice saying something I memorized when I was a kid, so it might be a little easy, but either way, for those of you who don't know, I used to be in a fraternity in Sigma Tau Gamma, world's finest fraternity, so I'm going to do the creed over twice and kind of see where I'm at. Even though I'm drunk, 4 beers, I'm drunk already. So I definitely have some issues going on. With that said, peace, love, and chicken grease. And I will read the creed a couple times and go from there. I believe the true spirit of fraternalism is a personal devotion to one's ideals. It has its roots in indefinite, tangible things. It springs out of love of God and worth of one's fellow man. It grows into qualities of mind and soul. It is not the attitude towards a few selected ends, but rather the abiding spirit in which all things are done, all difficulties met, all successes received, all obstacles overcome. This is an obstacle, so hopefully, I believe the true spirit of eternalism is a breath that breathes itself into the lives and beings of those who live it. It becomes an unconscious part of them, ruling and molding their thoughts and acts. We may call it the right attitude towards life, towards the world, towards the right and wrong, the beautiful and the good, towards duty and faith in God. I believe that the true spirit of eternalism is a thing that grows. It is first associated amongst exclusively, almost exclusively, with a narrow circle of fellow students, but it broadens with a widening understanding until it takes in all the important relationships of life. It enters the domain of private life as thoroughly as in public life. It teaches the fulfillment of obligation to school, state, and church. I believe that Sigma Tau Gamma endeavors to bind men together in a fraternal brotherhood based upon these eternal and immutable truths, which are set forth in the principles and in the code of conduct of our fraternity. In this belief, I will endeavor to make my college and my own chapter of Sigma Tau Gamma more honored and respected by all men, and endeavor to conduct myself so that I will ever bring credit and honor to our fraternity. Number 2, I believe that the true spirit of fraternalism is a personal devotion to one's ideals. It has its roots in definite, tangible things. It springs out of the love of God and worth of one's fellow man. It grows into qualities of mind and soul. It is not the attitude towards a few selected ends, but rather the abiding spirit in which all things are done, all difficulties met, and all successes received. and all obstacles overcome. I believe the true spirit of fraternalism is a breath that breathes itself into the life and being of those who live it, becoming an unconscious part of them, ruling and molding their thoughts and acts. We may call it the right attitude towards life, towards the world, towards the right and the wrong, the beautiful and the good, towards duty and faith in God. I believe the true spirit of fraternalism is a thing that grows. It is first associated almost exclusively with a narrow circle of fellow students, but it broadens with a widening understanding until it takes in all the important relationships of life. It enters the domain of private life as thoroughly as in public life. It teaches the fulfillment of obligation to school, state, and church. I believe that Sigma Tau Gamma endeavors to bind men together in a fraternal brotherhood based upon these internal and immutable truths which are set forth in the principles and in the code of conduct of our fraternity. It is this belief that I will endeavor to make my college and my own chapter of Sigma Tau Gamma more honored and respected by all men, and endeavor to conduct myself so that I will ever bring credit and honor to the fraternity. Oh, guys, having a stroke is not very much fun, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But I'm gonna kick it. I was able to read it. It's not perfect, but I was able to read it and several times. And granted, I at one point had it all the way memorized, but it's difficult. And I need to practice, and I thank you for being with me, and God bless you, and I'm gonna kick its butt. Peace, love, and shake grace. Like and subscribe.